Hey everyone, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're my previous subscribers, welcome my baby dinosaurs. And so for today's video, we're going to be talking about Andrew Cuomo, anything that might be relating to that investigation in New York State and the calls for him to resign and be impeached from power. And I noticed that there might be some correlation from Andrew Cuomo's investigation allegation to Donald Trump's investigation in the same state. And so we're going to dive into this particular reading today. So I do hope you guys enjoy this reading. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below. This is being recorded March 3rd, 2021 at 7:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so let's jump into it. All right, all disclaimers. All information I give during this recording is simply my intuition, my understanding, and downloaded information from the higher power. Please also note that this is just for entertainment purposes only and for education purposes only as well. We'll be talking about the notification issue. I know a lot of you guys have been having notification issues as well. I also received in terms of my channel's future that I should incorporate angelic readings, and I'm also considering opening up a brand new channel for pick a card readings. I give you guys more information, but it's not so heavily related and attuned to the political sphere that we're currently doing. And so it'll be more uplifting and more positive as well. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below. In terms of emails and comments, I am very sorry. It has been extremely delayed. I've been kind of been off and out of it lately, but I will be jumping back into it. You'll be guaranteed that I will be answering all 900 comments from you guys, and I love you guys. I feel like I should not just answer them from my phone notification. I feel like each and every single one of you deserve the time for me to sit down and read thoroughly what you said and comment back appropriate response, of course. And the same thing with your emails as well. I love you guys, and let's continue. And so I talked to someone about the notification issue, and he said that it's possible that they are not actually subscribed to the channel, but are confused by, quote, recommended video notification, or the bell icon settings set to personalize rather than all notifications. So definitely check this if this doesn't relate to you. This reset if they unsubscribe and resubscribe. It's also possible that the graded YouTube notification settings are set to, quote, none for channel notifications, or you guys aren't logged in. So this might be why you're not getting notifications. He said also another reason could be that the device level notification settings are overriding their YouTube settings. So you might be getting too many notifications from your phone, and therefore it might be getting buried. Also, if you guys have not checked out because of the notification issue, definitely do not forget to check out my other videos such as United States Current Path, Trump taxes, and of course the 2024 potential candidates, where we go over through I think 100 different candidates, and even the ones that might be considering it, like Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump Jr., and stuff like that as well. Very informative. We have covered almost everyone. The only person that we did not cover, I believe, is Candace Owens and Ron DeSantis, which I'll be doing in a separate video. If you guys, of course, are interested, let me know in the comments below. All right, so let's jump into Governor Andrew Cuomo's question. You guys, if you want interested in seeing what I will be covering, check the description below. I have all the questions already pre-written out for you. All right, let's jump. So lately, there has been sexual rape allegations against Governor Cuomo, two staffers who previously worked for him. All right, so that's the ideology, that's the background and understanding that you need for today's video. So for the governor of New York can pardon the former president and his state. This is a plot to remove. I want to know, is this a plot to remove Governor Cuomo to replace him with a governor that will pardon Trump? And so let's just kind of get like an overall view of what we're going to be doing for today. So spiritual angels, tell me about that. Is this a plot to remove Governor Cuomo so that he can be replaced with a governor that will pardon Donald Trump? It's the middle one, the card. It's this one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there has been allegations in the past, specifically with the nursing homes, with Governor Cuomo, which is actually my governor, to say the least. And so there is a lot of things happening that's behind the scenes that is being unsurfaced right now. We have here, this is Governor Cuomo. This is my Biden card, but right now he's on rocky water because of a lot of emotions emitting him. He's also a Democrat, which is also this card specifically. So he is in the center. But however, he's standing strong, and it looks like he's going to be able to ride the thing out successfully. However, this is Trump's plan. It's a Trump plan to remove and topple Governor Cuomo so that he can be pardoned, and that the New York State Attorney District cannot go forward with the investigation of the former president. So yes, but keep in mind that this is just for entertainment purposes only, and that I am not an investigator, and so this is just for entertainment purposes only. So if you're an FBI or CIA agent, do not be looking here. If you need some guidance, this is probably the best place to look for guidance. But other than that, I am not an investigator. Will Governor Cuomo be impeached? They're talking about an impeachment of removing him from the governorship. Will Governor Cuomo, Andrew Cuomo, be impeached from holding the governmentship? Okay. This is an automatic no, but it's a Trump here. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Let me see what the bottom. Again, this is Trump's plan. This is what Trump wanted, right? We have here, this is like a no, so he won't be impeached. Well, he may be impeached, but may not be removed, right? We have here, justice is on his side, right? Justice is on the Democrat side. However, I do see this as Lakeisha James, the district attorney. I could be wrong. One of the district attorneys from New York State is in power here, and so they will play a major role. However, if he was to be removed, he'll more likely be replaced with what's that girl's name? Kristen Gillibrand. I think she's one of our senators as well, so she may replace him if they were to remove him. However, this is a governmental plot here. There's something with the government here. We do have. It was something that has been written out and was part of that plan. That this was like Plan E or something. We have here. It's gonna go smoothly for the Republican Party because now they have a larger base. Now remember, the party, the reason why they're pushing this agenda is so that they can get a hold of New York State and make that the brand new Texas. That's what they want to do. Yeah, they want to drive out a lot of people, a lot of minorities out of New York, so much so that it keeps it like Ruby Red. Now remember, New York has swung heavily to the Republican Party since Barack Obama. It has swung over, I think, if I am correct, 13 percentage points in favor of the Republican Party. In some particular areas, like just say New York City, it's trending more Republican, and I will explain why. And that is due to voter suppression. All right, so will Governor Cuomo have his emergency powers removed or stripped away? Will Governor Cuomo have his emergency powers stripped away from him? Well, Governor Cuomo has his emergency powers stripped away from him. What do we need to know about this? Okay. Okay, so they're trying to do whatever they can, but it doesn't look like it's going to be successful. No, they're not going to be able to take it away. This is the GOP. Again, the GOP, this was a plan in the making. This was not something that just blotted. This is something that they have been investigating and underdoing to try to take him out. Because they know that he still has a numerous amount of support, and that even though he's done some bad things, he did a lot of good for the state of New York. And his intentions is helping New Yorkers. That's where his intentions lie. We do have here, as well as we have the Paisawan, right? And you have here like a new leader, someone new. He's going to be renewed. He's going to have confidence, stillness, happiness. And they're not going to be able to take this away. And if they do, this is related to something else as well. Now, please keep in mind, and I'm getting a message here, that some of you guys might be so on Facebook, you might be getting some of your news outlets from people who are in QAnon conspiracy, Trump wing. Please stop listening to it. This is a message for you. A lot of you guys, not all of you guys, but some of you guys, and I've seen like this message in my head that a lot of you guys are going to be commenting things about Governor Cuomo that is tied to the QAnon conspiracy. So make sure you know where your facts are coming from. Make sure you do your background checks and everything like that. Don't just take it flat-based, just what you see on the internet, and assume it's true. All right, so did Governor Cuomo have any intention of making unwanted advances to women, or was it caught in the wrong time? Meaning that basically the photograph of him touching one of his staffers, was it just his intention to do exactly what she said he was doing, or was it just wrong time period? Like it wasn't something that he was intended to do, but stuff like that. Now, please keep in mind that this is just entertainment purposes only, and I cannot fully tell you what exactly went in his mind, and I can just give you a likely outcome. So please keep that. All right. So did Governor Cuomo have any intention of making any sexual intention with the people that he was caught on photos with, or was it just wrong time? I need more cards than this. Okay. Let me use my homemade deck. There's the women at the bottom. Interesting. Spirits and angels, can you give me a little bit clarity on this reading? Did Governor Cuomo have any intentions making unwanted advances towards any woman or any gender specifically? Or was it just that wrong time, wrong period? Okay. So we have the youth. This is something that he was being a little immature, but he's also very mature. He understood the consequences of that. This woman here was sent, if he were to do something, there's going to be something underlying. Now, this is kind of like my trump card because, like, he's in jail or something, but it's sideways, which tells me that this is a challenge. The investigator is trying to catch him on this. However, the joy and happiness, they have to kind of prove that this is his intent. So that's the DA's job, is to prove that Governor Cuomo had this intention of doing unwanted advances to these women. However, he wasn't really thinking at the time of the situation or what's happening. Now, please keep in mind, I'm just giving you a broad overview. This does not mean that he did or did not have any intentions, okay? And I'm not defending him or endorsing his action. We do have here, there is a breaking of truth, but it's not going to come out for a while. It's going to feel like as if he is more powerful, more superior over a woman, but that's not really the case. He's just unhappy, and I guess they were talking about like jobs and promotions, which is probably not the best time to talk about a promotion at someone's wedding. I'm just going to be honest with you there. But it does feel like it's not really unwanted sexual advances. I don't really feel anything in that particular area. Again, we have here, this is something in the past. So this thing did take place in the past. This person that is coming out, they do align with the Republican Party, the conservative values and the views. So potentially just keep in mind and note that some of these people who are coming out with these invalid allegations are a part of the GOP, or at least had, even though they worked for Governor Cuomo. We do have here, this person is not balanced and must denouncing any of these women for coming out with these allegations in any particular manner or any form. However, it does look like this is the way it's coming in, and to take that at will, and you can make whatever you want of it. Again, we do have here, it's just all political motive. This is what this is political motive. We have here, is he going to struggle? A little bit, but is he going to stay on? Yes. However, what it's doing is making the governorship in New York very competitive, right? And we don't want that, because if it does, it's going to stop New York progressive streak, and it's going to start harming a lot of minorities. So it's not really in the favor of anyone else, particularly except the GOP. So this is something that they are extremely happy about. Now, this is something that they could champion. All right, so now, how would the New York DA investigate the case? Will they find Governor Cuomo guilty? So let's take a look. How would the New York DA investigate the case? What do we need to know, spirits and angels? Again, is he going to be found guilty? Is Governor Cuomo going to be found guilty? No. 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 I don't see it. No. This is something that's supposed to damage him. It's supposed to ruin his reputation as a potential Democratic nominee and contender. However, right now he has a lot of strength and support, but this is also strength for the GOP, the radicalization of the GOP. We have here, he's going to hold on, and part of, if he does, when there is an election, he's going to hold on, particularly because of his accomplishments and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. At least in some areas. Not all areas are going to vote in favor, but it will be pretty close. We do have here as well as we do have, this is on the world stage, so is he the public figure and that he needs to acknowledge that the things that you do have an impact, whether you did it or not. And here are the women. A lot of these women are like spiritually awoke, but they're using it to their advantage, and karma is going to rain on them. Governor Cuomo is going to end up coming out at the start of this. Like, he is going to be like, it almost feels like I'm not saying that these women allegations are false. I feel like some of them are true, but the ones that are out publicly, at least one of them is, it's going to be false allegations. And so, we do have here, he's going to hold on just by a narrow margin. So it does feel like he will remain governor. I feel like this is more in terms of him running for governor again for a re-election term, more so, or like whatever it is in terms of the federal government that he's running for. All right, so is this in any way related to the former president case, and will they find a link? So let's look. Is this in any way particularly related to former President Donald Trump's investigation, and will they find a link to Governor Cuomo's allegation to Donald Trump? Okay, so this devil card keeps coming up, and this is 45, so. What's the final outcome? Will they find a link between Governor Cuomo's allegations and former President Trump? Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right, so it looks like there is a plan here. There is a plan. Yep. There is. Yep. Here it is. Right, there's the plan. We have here as well the Fool. All right, so what it looks here is if he's trying to make New York State more Republican for trying to make the new Texas, right? And we have here the Ace of Wands because the Northeast is trying to be more Republican while the South is trying to be more Democratic. That's a fact, and that's something that should not be just taken lightly with a grain of salt. We do have here as well, you have the Ace of Wands, and this is reversed. We're telling me this is an investigation, and it's a false investigation. We have here as well as we have the GOP. So the GOP is in the future, which tells me that the GOP wants to put a Republican governor in charge of New York. That's the goal. That's the ideology here. That's the idea that they're going towards. Okay. We do have here under this false investigation that this is lies and deceit, so that they're deceiving the public, specifically New Yorkers. We do have here, though, the GOP is not going to struggle as much in terms of getting support in New York. So this is going to be like a next safe haven for New York. I do see that I am going to do a video on this, that I see New York becoming a swing state in 2030, at least within that decade. We do have here as well, they want to tie up the Democrats' reign in New York and end it. We do have here, it's the Fool. So these people, the Democrats had the very highest streak, right? They had their points in New York. However, with the government and the way things were, the people in New York don't really trust the government anymore. And because of it, it's going to come out with investigations with the Democrats as well, with the incumbent. And it's going to force a lot of suburban people to leave the Democratic Party and put it in a GOP governor, right? And we have here as well, it's an end of a cycle for the Democratic Party in New York, right? The Republicans are going to have a brand new state that they could depend on in the pile, and it will put the electoral college system almost uneven and uncertain, and it's going to take away a lot of the Democratic power from the Democrats, and it's going to make the electoral college very uncertain who will be the next president. And so that is the goal. This is a long-term aspiration. This is the political motive. So if you're understanding why their political motive is the way it is, this is specifically why. So for our last question is, did former president or anyone else within his sphere pay people to make allegations against the governor in which the trial is located? So basically, what this really means is that his action is, did the former President Trump pay people, staffers, people who used to work on Governor Cuomo's team to make allegation or sexual allegation against the Governor Cuomo, to have an investigation open up and potentially have him removed from power, and an opportunity to put in someone else that he preferred that may potentially might be more easy on him and more likely to give him a pardon. So what do we need to know about the spirits and angels? Tell me. Will they find any link that Trump paid these people to do any allegations? Okay. Yeah, he did. Guys, the card keeps coming up. A lot of you guys keep seeing this card, right? We saw this card before, and we saw this card, right? All right, so let me explain it here. What we have here is the first card is we have the 3 women coming out with allegations, right? We have here that's gonna hurt him, Governor Cuomo, right? On the right side, we have here a deal was made. They're normally Democrats here. They were on there's a guy, a lot of you guys know this is my Democrat coming to the voters and making a deal with them. In this case, it's the Democrat working under Governor Cuomo, and here's the Republican Party striking a deal. This is in the past. Now we do have here as well, this is the plan of the GOP to push the state further to the right. We have here, this is a false investigation, a false judgment, something that really didn't take place. Now, please keep in mind, I'm not denouncing these women allegations. This is just for entertainment purposes only. And we do have here in the future that this is the GOP and the strength of the GOP that Donald Trump could finally win the state of New York. That's the idea, not the headline that they're looking towards. So now for the end of this entire video, before you do leave, do not leave yet, okay? I was told by someone who is a reader, and we do have very good relations together. That was a really weird way to put it. That's basically being friends. And from my angels, they told me that they want me to incorporate more angelic readings into my daily thing, what I do. And so for today, I asked my angels and my guys what messages that you guys need to hear right now. And so for some of you guys, including myself, because this relates to me as well, move your body, because that is something your angels want you to know. They want you that you need to start getting motivated, start energizing, start walking, start incorporating exercise back into your life, because you all need it, including me. And so if that resonates with you, brother, that means to get motivated on a particular project, to get exercising for your own health, whatever it may be, there is a message here for you. Again, I love each and every single one of you, and thank you so much, and have a beautiful night. Bye.